Hey everybody, welcome to my second live team builder for BattleSpot Singles. This is where I build a team, like recorded live on here, and then use it throughout the week on BattleSpot Singles. And then yeah, so I'll build something, see how it goes. I already have the Pokemon that I want to build around, and that's going to be Mega Salamence. This is a pretty good Pokemon in BattleSpot Singles because of its ability to set up Dragon Dance and just kind of destroy things from there. So I'm going to use that and see how it goes. So like I said, Dragon Dance is like the main thing for this Pokemon. So starting with that, that's Dragon Pulse. So yeah, we use Dragon Dance to do that, and then Double Edge is the main attacking move I want to use. And then Earthquake is coverage for like steel types and rock types that resist the flying. And then I like the idea of Roost. It's pretty normal because then on some of those passive turns I can heal it. So, and then when I was thinking about this, I don't want to be like completely dedicated to Dragon Dancing, so I was thinking I'll just go Jolly max speed, max attack, and then that gives me the option to also just use it as a fast offensive Pokemon and not necessarily have to Dragon Dance up, because I could go like Bulky Adamant or Bulky Jolly, but I think I'd rather just do this. So, because in that way I can just use it as a just offensive Pokemon too, because it's like Salamence by itself is just really good with its stats, and yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead and roll with that. So now as far as the rest of the team, the rest of the team I want to build is going to be to deal with various kind of checks and counters to Salamence. And when I was kind of reading up on that, definitely one of the big ones is Celesteela, because it's immune to Earthquake and it resists the Double Edge. And then some bulky Pokemon that use ice moves like Porygon, Suicune, and Cresselia. I need ways to deal with those. And other steel types, being able to deal with other steel types as well that like necessarily don't care about Earthquake, so things like Ferrothorn and like I said, Celesteela. I want to be able to handle those as well. So first thing I was thinking of is I was reading that one kind of cool Pokemon is Tapu Fini or Primarina, because having a fairy type goes really well with Salamence. You know, that fairy steel dragon core, which this will probably end up having. So, and we used Tapu Fini in the last team, and I really want to try Primarina because I think that could be really cool. And then I was gonna try a Choice Specs rating because I know that's really strong, and Liquid Voice isn't very useful in singles because I'm not gonna use Hyper Voice. I'd rather use something like Surf or Sparkling Aria. The idea to Sparkling Aria is to hit behind subs. Specifically, like that helps a little more against Celesteela to do that. Or I could use Scald because of the burn chance, which is also really tempting. But I'm not sure yet. So, because then for sure, like Ice Beam or Moonblast is wanted, and there's Ice Beam, and it gives Energy Ball, which is really cool. Because I could do something like that. And then we go Modest, and then I will just run a little defense. So that's what I was thinking for that. Whether I go with Scald is still tempting because of the burn chance on things. As I say, they want to switch in Ferrothorn to this, I can burn it, or even burning a Celesteela if it hasn't subbed up would be really nice. I don't even know how much this would do to Celesteela, probably a lot. So I'll come back to that. We'll see kind of how I want to deal with Celesteela, because I have a couple ideas. Like, because obviously if fire and electric types are really good, I thought about something like Magnezone with Magnapole, because it'll trap in Celesteela and then Thunderbolt it. That's definitely a potential pick. Also, I was thinking about Volcarona, because it's another Pokemon I can use to set up and kind of just set up and sweep with, or Marowak, because of Marowak's kind of a neat one. If I could opt for Lightning Rod if I wanted to deal with some of the electric types that Salamence doesn't like, because I also have to worry about Pokemon like Thundurus and Zapdos, because they obviously resist Double Edge and they're immune to Earthquake. So I'm going to need to think about how to deal with that, because Primarina is going to struggle with those Pokemon being weak to Electric type. Alright, so thinking about some of those things, it's like I was saying, I was really considering Marowak as a Fire type because of Lightning Rod, because I can switch into those Pokemon and they can't do much to it. Because like if you look at it, it's like Rockhead's cool too, but and with something like the Thick Club, it'd do a ton of damage with Flare Blitz and Shadow Bone, and then it's got some other coverage moves it can use, like Earthquake and Stone Edge or Rock Slide, I think. Or even Bone Ring to break sashes. It's just slow, and I don't want the team to end up being too slow. That's the one thing I'm worried about. But, so I was also thinking about Tapu Koko, because it does threaten something like Zapdos a little better. Especially if it's a Z-move Koko. The like Thunderous Therian, not as much. Let's take a look at Fire types though. Maybe some kind of like Rock one. Like I probably could try Tyranitar, because Tyranitar also sets up rocks against those things. So, because yeah, there's the Marowak. Can't use Charizard because I already have a Mega. I still want to go dual Mega. But I'd rather be able to bring that Fire type with it. Fernape's kind of cool. Rotom Heat's actually a good one because it is that water, or that Fire and Electric type. It just has issues with hitting Heat Waves, or not Heat Waves, but Overheats. I used Heatran last time, so I don't necessarily want to use that. Yeah, like I said, there's Volcarona. Volcarona's cool because it'll deal with it can deal with Cresselia and to a point Suicune, because like once it's Quiver Dance, Suicune's not doing nearly as much damage, and it can run Giga Drain to deal with Suicune. Obviously that's also what Primarina will do well. As far as dealing with the likes of the bulky electric flying types, probably not bad because of the Quiver Dance. You know what? Let's go with Volcarona. I think that'd be fun, and it gives another setup, and you have I can switch it into some physical moves for burn and try and burn them that way. So obviously Quiver Dance is what I like to use, and then for the fire move, there's a few options. There's Flamethrower. Yeah, there's Flamethrower. There's Fire Blast. There's Fiery Dance, which getting that chance to raise for the less power, for like less immediate power, that chance to raise special attack even more is kind of cool. So that could be pretty fun to use. Oh, what other fire moves? I won't use Heat Wave because that's only good in doubles. Because of that missed chance, it really isn't worth the extra damage of a Flamethrower. I don't really want to use Fire Blast because of the missed chance. I hate missing. Like as a VGC player, I hate it. Where I know in singles people are like all about it. I kind of want to try Fiery Dance because like it can kind of let Volcarona start to snowball a little, and then Bug Buzz it'll have, and Giga Drain to hit those water types. As far as as far as the like sets go, I'm trying to think like common Scarfers, because I can definitely go Timid, even though I'm setting up Quiver Dances, because the idea is to still outspeed certain Scarf Pokemon, like Scarf Lele. You know, a Timid Scarf Lele hits 161. I can outspeed it by hitting 162 after a boost. I mean, I'll probably go Max Attack or Max Special Attack for sure. Because then alternatively, like I said, I could also go Modest to get a little extra damage. Max Speed. Yeah, maybe I'll come back. I'm not sure about the item yet. I'll come back to that. A Berry could be really cool, or a Z move also would be a good choice. Trying to think of like fast Pokemon that would be Scarfed. Something like, yeah, I know Lele is a common Scarfer. Garchomp can be Scarfed, but it depends if they're Jolly or not. Because Adamant Garchomp hits 153? Is it? Or maybe 154. Oh, no, it's 154. So, like, if I wanted to outspeed that, I would have to go Timid and then be like 155. Or, like, Scarf Nihilego, I guess, is Scarf Jolly Nihilego. Or Scarf Modest Nihilego would be, I think, 155. So I'd go 156. Because Nihilego is 1 point faster than Garchomp. And it would outspeed the likes of Modest, Scarf, Thundurus, Therian. If I do that, yeah, maybe I will go Timid and hit that stat. So that'll at least outspeed some of that stuff. And then, oh, Scarf Landorus. Actually, that's an important one too. That if it's Scarf Jolly Lando, that is. Oh, I should know that. I think that's 157. Scarf Jolly, because it's 91. Because a 143 is, yeah, so let's outspeed that. Let's hit 158. And that gives me the opportunity to dump the rest into just bulk. Yeah, because that'll outspeed Jolly Scarf Lando. In case it's something that has, you know, a Stone Edge or something. Yeah, I feel okay about that. Let's see, I could also outspeed Ludicolo at like plus like modestly Colo. It's 244. What does 158 hit? Oops. 158 times 1.5. I could think about outspeeding like Ludicolo or something. And bug like at +1. Gets to play him against a rain team with Ludicolo. Or even Swampert. Actually, I kind of like that. Because I think to do that, I need to hit 160 something. Because what is it? 160 times 1.5. I think it's 162. No, it'd be 163. So I could do that. Because if it's 163, oops. 163 times 1.5. That's speed ties. So I could go I think I'll just do that. We'll go 165. Okay, I'll do that. We'll go Timid, because then at 165 I outspeed like Swampert or Ludicolo in the rain if I'm +1. So if they want to like switch that in, I mean, that's just the thing. I don't know if I'm bringing this in against those, so I don't know if that's worth it. But yeah, we'll go with that. I feel because honestly, once it sets up, it's just gonna do damage anyways. So, all right, and that does let it be like faster than some other things. Like I'm even tempted now just to go ahead and just go max speed, just for, like I said, like it doesn't have to set up. Because Volcarona is a pretty strong Pokemon, regardless. So we'll do that. I'll think about the Z move in a little bit. I'm thinking about a berry. Okay, so it gives me that. I do still probably want an electric type, because I do need to make sure I can deal with some of the like bulky waters really well. That's what I'm thinking about. Tapu Koko, or like what I said, Rotom Heat's not a bad one, and then also Magnezone could be cool, because that's also a steel type that I could use to trap Celesteela. And then I could probably maybe run Scald on Primarina instead of Sparkling Aria. Oh, there's quite a few options. Koko, Zapdos. Koko does present Sleep as well, and it does give me a Volt Switch user or a U-turn user if I want it. Just also, like, I don't want to be too slow. I want to make sure I have speed, because like speed is so important in singles. All right, we're gonna go with Koko. It's pretty normal Pokemon to see, but I think it'll work. Leave me 2 Fairy types, but you know that's kind of okay with me. It's questions if I want to go Z move or Life Orb, or I can't go Specs. I'm gonna put that on Primarina because I could go Z move Volcarona too. We'll see. I'm gonna come back to Coco really quick. I mean, I know for sure it's gonna be either Volt Switch or U-turn. I'm not sure yet, but I'll put Volt Switch there. And then we have Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, and probably HP Ice. Yeah. Timid. Max Speed. Max Special Attack. I'll do that. I like doing this now. Okay, and then I'll decide on the Z move there too. So now I want a Steel type. So looking at the possible Steel types, I think I'll probably use Tyranitar though for sure, because Tyranitar will help deal with the likes of Zapdos, especially with that sand. And I know Salamence, we could actually do a sand mode. Go like Excadrill, T-Tar for the last two. That could be kind of cool. I don't know how well that would do, but it could be kind of fun. Use a Sand Rush Excadrill to I can run Swords Dance, Earthquake. I think he gets Stone Edge and Iron Head. That could be really fun. What other Steel types do we have? Ferrothorn's not a bad option. Like I said, I kind of just want to have speed, like a lot of speed with this team. Aegislash is also really good too. Because like, the ground typing, I'm not worried about Celesteela. What are some other things? Because both, potentially like Tyranitar and my, shoot, what is it? Tyranitar, no, yeah, an Excadrill. Ooh, Kartana is kind of cool too, because it's a grass and steel type. So many options. Even Celesteela itself is a good choice. And having like Stealth Rock is good, just because breaking sashes, because there's some Pokemon that might have sashes that would be really problematic for Salamence, because they can like take a hit and then KO back. Like potentially they could. Excadrill. Does this thing get Stone Edge? It does not. So, but it's probably not the most necessary thing. Earthquake. Yeah, because Earthquake and Iron Head would be its main stabs, and I'd run Swords Dance. I'd also run Stealth Rock on it. And then Tyranitar could do something else. I could also be running Dragon Dance Tyranitar, just have all this set up. It's almost like, why not, though? Also, like, Tyranitar can Pursuit Trap really well against a lot of things. That could be fun. I'm just worried about my matchup against, because I'd have a lot of ground weaknesses if I did something like that. Because like, maybe then Coco would be the best choice for a sand team. Maybe I want like a bulkier steel type. Because, yeah, it's like I said, like, just all the ground weaknesses would suck, and dealing with Landorus, like, Landorus could become a huge problem, especially a Scarflando. So I kind of want to, yeah, that's kind of what I want to think about when picking the Steel type. Because if I had Tyranitar, it's like I said, 3 ground weaknesses, and Volcarona is not great against ground types. At least not all of them. Aegislash, Celesteela, Kartana are like what I'm leaning towards. Celesteela gives me that like bulky, yeah, because Celesteela gives me a bulky pivot and just like kind of a stall Pokemon if need be, and it's just switch-ins. Like having switch-ins are really, really valuable. It's almost why I want my own Celesteela and another ground type switch-in. And then I could use Tyranitar as the last, and then Kartana is cool. Because Kartana is just like such a fast offensive threat that can really snowball. And it'd be a good Z move user as well. I think I want the Z move on Coco. I'm not sure yet. Because I might still go Life Orb. Because that would make Volt Switch do a lot more damage as well. Alright, we'll save the Sand Team maybe for another time. I think Kartana or Celesteela will be the best two options. Just depends what I do with the last slot. So thinking about that, like I was thinking of Tyranitar. Because the thing is, Kartana doesn't deal with those electric types very well. Or Tyranitar, or not the electric, but yeah, like Zapdos and Thundurus. Like Coco can deal with Thundurus pretty decently, especially if I'm the Z-move variant. Like the best Zapdos can do is Heat Wave. That's that I can think of. I can't deal with Thundurus Therian super well. I have to HP Ice it because I can't Thunderbolt it. But again, Thundurus Therian, I don't think can do too. Although Thundurus Therian does get Sludge Bomb, that could be a problem. Yeah, Kartana doesn't deal with those super well. Celesteela a little better. Oh, actually, Mamoswine's really good against those things. I might use that as my Stealth Rocker. Because it's also a ground type. I could Scarf it, but then, like I said, I want Stealth Rock. I mean, I don't have to have it. It's just, like I said, it's great for breaking sashes. And they can run Ice Shard. Oh, that's right, it does get priority in Ice Shard, which is really good. Okay. Then, I think I'll go with either Celesteela or Kartana. I'm thinking I want Celesteela. Look at it. So look at Celesteela. It's like for sure I'd run Heavy Slam. Like Leech Seed is normal, Leech Seed, Sub, and then I have like so many options. With even like Automatize is kind of cool in singles on Celesteela. I could also go Physical, but I know Flamethrower is a pretty good move. Because I still want to make sure I have bulk. Celesteela brings a lot of bulk. It just gives me really good switch-ins. Really good thing to switch in. Yeah, the last move is the toughest one. I know it gets Synthesis now. I think it gets Synthesis now. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'll stop with Bulu that got it. Oh no, yeah, if it got Synthesis, that'd be so broken. That's a good thing it doesn't get that. But yeah, Heavy Slam, for sure. Really powerful on it. Toxic, don't really need it. We'll come back to that, but yeah, let's try Mamoswine. I think Mamo could be cool. Like Mamoswine, definitely want Thick Fat to get rid of that fire weakness. And then its moves are Earthquake, Icicle Crash, or even Icicle Spear, because that doesn't miss. The only problem is it's anywhere from a base 50 to 125 power, but it does get through sashes. I think I'll go with Icicle Crash for now, and then I definitely want Ice Shard for that priority, especially that helps with Landorus, and then I think it's Stealth Rock. In fact, this thing itself is a pretty decent sash user. Definitely go Jolly. Yeah, this thing itself is a pretty good sash user as well, because you can lead it instead of rocks. So think about that. Yeah, the last move on Celesteela, because I've got, I don't think what kind of coverage I might want, because I've got ground coverage in these two. This has, yeah, water, fairy, ice, and grass. This thing also electric fairy, grass, bug. How am I doing with Porygon? I mean, Celesteela will probably be one of my main answers to Porygon. Because they can Leech Seed it. Yeah. I don't know, Mamoswine does get knockoff, doesn't it? Knockoff would be really useful. And so does Kartana. So maybe I'll just run like a really offensive team by running Kartana instead, since Kartana gets knockoff. Can even Scarf Kartana. And that deals a little better with Porygon because of Sacred Sword. It gives me a little more speed, not necessary, but I might Focus Sash this. That's what I'm thinking. Is there anything I need? Because I don't need grass coverage. I don't need earthquake. Like fire coverage. Hell, I do kind of want knockoff, which I know Mamoswine gets. And Kartana gets. Yeah, it does get knockoff. Stealth Rock. Knockoff. Alright. Let's go. I kind of want to try Kartana. Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade, Smart Strike. Sacred Sword, knockoff. This is actually a good Sash user. And then Jolly gives me more speed. Like, I'm just kind of going for speed with this team too. Speed and setup. Yeah, I think I like knockoff there. Swords Dance is a good move, but I got enough setup. I'd rather have knockoff, and then this thing can run Stealth Rock. I could also run Life Orb on this and Sash on this, because then I have the option to lead this. I'm gonna go Life Orb. Kind of weird. Yeah. So let's be my Stealth Rock user. Like I don't anticipate. The thing is, I don't anticipate using Stealth Rock a lot, so I don't want to use Sash. Make it like I don't want it to be some kind of dedicated Stealth Rock lead, because like Stealth Rock's not necessary. It's just it can be useful for like any suspected Sashes. But it'll just be there. I don't really. I'm just not gonna like rely on it that much. So okay. Yeah, because Mamoswine will help a lot with something like Zapdos and Thundurus, because they're weak to ice. And then also Ice Shard will do a lot to him, especially with that Life Orb and that big physical attack stat. And then just trying to make sure I have bases covered. And then for Porygon, I can knock off with this and Sacred Sword it, and I have the Sash take one hit from Porygon if I need to. Oh yeah, moves here. Let's go. Okay, so I have the Life Orb and Mamoswine, so we're gonna go Electrium on Coco. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go with a. I'm gonna go with a Pinch Berry. Or left. Yeah, let's do a Pinch Berry. That'd be. I like that idea better. Alright, so everything's just like fast and offensive on this team for the most part. It's like Primarina will be a switch into stuff, but you know, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, go. Let's just go offense this time around. The other one was a little too passive and slow, and like it was bulky, but you know, I feel like I got some decent bulk. Like Mamoswine's got decent HP stat. It can take some hits. Obviously, Kartana and Coco not so much. Volcarona on the special side, but there's a lot of natural bulk in Primarina, Salamence, Mamoswine. So we'll see how this goes. This will be kind of cool. Some different stuff. Some things you've probably seen before, but like Mamoswine, Volcarona, Primarina. Kind of some Pokemon never really seen much. And Primarina, I'm really excited to try Primarina because it's just Specs Primarina is really strong. Like really strong. So yeah, I'll stick with Aria. Just an extra way to. It is an extra way to deal with the Celesteela, and does a little more damage. So, all right, cool. Well, we'll roll with that. I'll get this team in game, and I'll start playing with it during the week, and we'll see how we do this time around. Trying a different approach this week. A little faster paced team and more setup and more offensive pressure. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you tomorrow with the first battle with his team. So take care, guys. See ya.